Alright, so we want to brighten up this area just a little bit more. With some white. You can even come down into the waves just a little bit. Now that you've let all that dry, you can come down this way and kind of brighten that up. Remember now, you want to hear that sound. You hear that sound? You want to hear that sound just a little bit. And rinse your brush out. And sling it out real good. As hard as you can. Barely want any moisture in there at all. Kind of get that moisture out coming across the top so that your paint doesn't streak that you just laid down. And as this painting sits on the wall, these colors are gonna come together. The longer it sits on the wall, the more subtle the color changes will become. And at this point, we want to start coming up in with some of our other stuff. So you get just a little bit of black on there, and you don't tamp it real hard. You want some of that paint sitting on the outside of the brush, just like that, and you come up just like this. And you want it higher, and you want to do like a half moon shape. Like that. You want to come up just like that. I know it looks funny right now, but we're gonna you don't want to cover this up, but you want to have the hints of some grasses coming up just like that with some different colors. You want to do black and maybe some blue to get that blue in there. And like I said, everybody's going to wonder, how in the hell did you get the blue in there? And this is how you're going to do it. Just like that. You can even throw some white in there, and not too much though. You just want to kind of come up just like this and just give some little hints of some colors coming up. Just like that. You're going to rinse your brush out again. You're not going to go back over it this time with a wet brush. You're just going to leave it be and sling that brush out and clean it up and put it away, because you're not going to use it right now. And where the hell's my script liner? There it is. Alright, at this point you want to get your script liner. You want to run it in this black, and you don't want to go all the way to the bottom, just up, and you want to lay out the shape of some grasses. Now I don't use water a lot whenever I'm laying out these paints. Some artists you see, they'll say, oh, add water to the paint, it flows easier. Well, you know, this paint is already pretty thin, and I really don't want to thin it out anymore. But you take your thumb and you get the bottom of it and you rub it back like that. And you get the hints of some background grasses, just like this. Like I said, take your thumb and kind of do like this, and kind of go off to either side, because you're going to end up coming back with some other stuff. Kind of cover this up. Do just like this. Just however you think it should be. Just like that. You work your way all the way across. Remember to keep in mind where you just laid that background color. And don't go above it. Don't like start drawing the grass right here, because your color stops there. You want to kind of go down into it and kind of do some grasses kind of coming up. Just like that. And remember, I did this in spray paint some too, explaining about I'm sorry, I lost my track of thought. Explaining about geometry and how to create focus in a painting whenever you're doing this. Now, our focus right now is pretty much right up in here, because it's really bright right there, and it's darker up here, but it's really bright right here, so it kind of makes you look at the center of the painting, which is what you want. You want that. You want people to, it kind of forces somebody to look at your work, and the geometry of art is very important if you want to create a really high quality piece of art. And you just kind of keep going along with this and get these grasses up, coming. Just remember where you just laid that general stuff on the bottom, just to kind of keep that going. Just like that. And these are actually background grasses. You're not gonna, we're gonna do some foreground stuff over the top of this. So you ain't gotta necessarily put them all necessarily right there together. You can kind of spread them out a little bit. Have them coming on up, and I think I'm going to do a bird on a pole too, because you know, you all know how I really like that. I really like that bird on a pole for some reason. I don't know why, I just do. It really gives you kind of vacation look. Just like this. Just keep going and don't stop. But these, you want to get them all the way across. And like I said before, I'm really working on a goal to I want to end up giving art classes to people and sailing lessons and all of that, and I think that would be pretty cool. If anybody wants to support me in what it is that I'm doing, I opened up a Patreon account, and you can contribute there if you want to. You don't have to. I understand that most people are poor people like I am, so. But that's fine. But anybody that does support on Patreon, if you want an art lesson with me, then I'd be more than happy to do that. And whenever I do get the boat, you'll get a discount, and any Patreons will get a discount on fees and art lessons and sailing lessons and all of that. So, like I said, it's going to take me a couple of years, but I'm going to make it happen. And you just kind of keep going with this. Just like this. And that's going to provide your background for your grasses and where it is you're standing and how it is that it looks out into the distance. You can see that it's already providing a little bit of depth here in the bottom part, and we'll continue along.